so it worked for Burns. Burns is getting his. These two niggas just fucked up.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now it's Watson, the bootleg. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They come out here in the I. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 58 right there. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Check. Crunch. 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 Alert. Slut. 64.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 3rd down, it's Phillips. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Check it back, check it back.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Underwood. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now, it's Underwood. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
For what?
And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
I ain't even seen nothing, man.
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
But it's just, I mean,
gain on
it's
the
still
play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Like that too.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in
10,
not even 5
29.
quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say,
Touchdown, Packers! In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On first down. It's Phillips, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
53 is the mic. You remember me? You remember me?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson going for the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. first down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On second down, it's Underwood. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let him go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker.
That's the way it always goes.
Remember that now.
Come on.
There it goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
It said 10:30 for me.
Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Watson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man Johnson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's able to find Wallace, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll run on first down.
Couldn't come through last week.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Just go out there and just throw it.
Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. I just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Pick it, man.
Versatility and showing those hands. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see a breakdown as the passer, I think in this situation,
and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Where you at now?
Zoom indeed. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
El Paso is like
Super
New Mexico.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
3-day drive to get through Texas.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Look ahead, it feels like you're in a Ziploc bag.
Back to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What to get to today? 105.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Hey, pick it up. Check. Hey, alert.
Throwing again is Watson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the crossing route, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Fumble that ball.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Underwood. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, yeah.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback in 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 6 yards away. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something up. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
What?
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Nothing to do with that.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
That's what this man said in the deal. He's like, I'm going to get on send. You terrible trying to spoil my group
2nd and very long by running the football.
I hope those typo.
About tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the
So I
grain.
hope
And
that
that
was some
worked
kind
very
of
well
typo.
for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Hey.
Flush to his right. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Watson.
I knew it.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score
stay up,
once,
stay
you feel
up.
like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down, Green Bay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to number 85. Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
On 3rd down, it's Underwood. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. He's back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
It ain't even the players that's in the league, it's the players that's been drafted.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On 1st down, Underwood. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Can I take a knee? In that ice? Try it. I don't know. It's worth it. It's no ice.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, they climb back to 500.
Man, I hate when daggone you gotta play up for an upgrade and you can't reach the goals because it's ridiculous. I mean, it's hard to get 3 touchdowns with a receiver. Yeah. What? Oh. Do that, man. Cause it's so a handful of CPU teams. I keep telling them I got people want to get in.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Murray. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
action. Now it's Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
What goal?
This is Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Joe Johnson and all of them.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
That's only the 2nd time they end up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I think had
a great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Two seed, one seed. It's like the Ohio State team.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mariota. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota now. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Trying to improvise. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, 65, 65.
On play action, it's Murray. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Murray off play action. And an alley to run. Rolling to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Bryant has it.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Quick throw here to Htown. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Play fake. Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Htown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here as he's taken down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
That's what we need.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's at the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Blue down, blue down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that rock? It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can.
Yeah,
that's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
27 yards there, a first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Double tight.
Mariota to throw it. He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack.
Murray
looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They run it with Carson, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice flip.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back now in Nashville, it's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Anyway, get ready.
On first down, Swift, and an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. To throw is Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted.
Man, whatever, man.
Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Aaron Lynch, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now it's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Completes it to Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mariota. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Titans,
Weight room in the off season, fellas. This was just utterly disappointing of a season. Had an outstanding defense. Offense could never get the support it needed in big games. Win the games we should lose, and lose the games we should win.
That's what it is to you, a Cowboys fan.
Yep. Do a thorough evaluation of our staff in the off season just to keep them. Don't know if we need to relocate the team or what.
Try what? For Biden.
I'm saying you try to keep it down. That's what
even left. Ain't the same one we had there.
What? Right there.
This nigga following his taxes in goddamn July. He hold on.
Oh, he got the sliders up. Okay.
That nigga Mahomes on the cover of GQ.
It is.
That nigga Mahomes, bro. It's his world, man. Everybody just playing in it.
Oh, okay. Everybody just wants to leave. Okay.
That's crazy. D-Pat went 14-2.
Hey,
Shut
how
the
many
wild
that black
card.
charger at?
I gotta play Dame
Hey,
twice.
Capo, what you want to do about this nigga? How many black charger? Look, you want me to release him? Since he technically ain't in the league no more?
Yeah.
The black one.
Marshall Yard ain't like guard, but I can't get him.
Stop the line, girl. The truth will set you free.
Let's go.
The truth will set you free. Stop the line. The truth will set you free. The truth. You tell the truth, it'll set you free.
That goddamn. Man, I don't know now. I said I ain't want no more trucks, but that goddamn Durango Hellcat. Good
Man,
God.
one person I was working with was talking about that shit today, bro.
Yeah,
That
dude,
motherfucker
nice.
is talking to me, boy.
Hey, what's some riding behind?